Hello, my name is Mohammed Damani. I'm the Regional Executive Chef for Mount Carmel Health System, and today I'm going to make a triple berry crisp for you. So we're going to start by going over our ingredients, or our mise en place. So we have strawberries. This is about maybe 2/3 of a pint, or right there. It's about 1.5 cups we want finished. Blueberries, about half a pint. Raspberries, about half a pint. We have a lemon that we're going to zest and get some juice from. Some cinnamon, cornstarch, and sugar. That's going to make the filling for our triple berry crisp. And we have some quick oats, some melted butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon. That's going to make the topping for our crisp. So we'll just go ahead and get started here by slicing down these strawberries and zesting our lemon. So with the strawberry, you don't want the green part in there, so you want to cut that right off. And then you want to lay it flat and just go ahead and slice down your strawberries. So I'm going to go ahead and knock out this bunch of strawberries here, and when we come back, we'll zest our lemon. All right, we're going to finish up our last strawberry here. Move that to the corner. We're going to go ahead and throw these in our bowl. And then we need some lemon zest for this recipe. So this is a microplane. It is a type of zester or shredder that you can buy. Best thing for zesting lemons, so you can actually just hold the lemon and run the microplane right over it. Almost like you're kind of shaving it a little bit. Go all around the lemon. And get all that zest. It'll collect right there in that part of the microplane. If you don't have a microplane, you can use an old-fashioned lemon zester, and then you can chop it down into fine pieces, or you can even use a vegetable peeler just to peel the outside there and then chop it down with your knife. So we have our lemon zest here. We're going to go ahead and put that in the bowl. As you can see, I can just knock this right off the zester into the bowl there. So you've zested the lemon, you got all the zest off, it's in your recipe. This recipe does not call for lemon juice, but this is still perfectly fine. You can save this, put it in your refrigerator, use it for whatever you have a need for lemon. So we have our strawberries and lemon zest in the bowl. We're going to add in our blueberries, add in our raspberries, cinnamon, sugar, and then cornstarch. This is going to bind it all together as those juices start flowing from the berries. When we go to heat it up, the cornstarch is going to be what holds it together. Now, if you don't have cornstarch, you can also use flour. I've seen that used. That works just as well. The good thing about the cornstarch is that it does keep it a little, the calories are a little bit less. It's of course going to be gluten-free at that point if you use cornstarch, but if you need to use flour, you can also use flour. So we're going to make sure we get all of those berries nice and coated with our sugar and cornstarch. And after we get them all coated, we're going to use a cast iron skillet. You can also use just a casserole dish or a pie tin or anything that you have like that. But for this today, we're going to go ahead and use the cast iron. It makes a really nice presentation. Going to spread that evenly in our skillet. This burner is off, by the way. We're going to bake this. It won't be on the stove top. Now we're going to make our topping. So we have our quick oats, our brown sugar, our cinnamon, and our melted butter. Just going to pour that right in there. We're going to mix this all together. As you can see, I'm using a bowl that looks like it's a little large for this. That's the best thing to do because you don't want to be splattering all over the counter. Gives you room and space to mix these ingredients thoroughly together. So after you have all of that together, you have a nice crumb topping. We're going to sprinkle it directly over our berry mixture. Try and get it in a nice even layer. sure you get it spread all over. Take your spatula and kind of distribute it. And then we're going to pop this in the oven. All right, so we have baked our cobbler for about 40 minutes, our crisp. So we're going to pull it out, set it right here. Close the oven here. So as you can see, we have the berries are all cooked through, all of the juices have released and thickened with the cornstarch, and the crust is nicely brown. So we have a little bit of whipped cream that we're going to put on top here. So we can just get a nice scoop of this crisp out, put it in the bowl. And then we're just going to top it with a little bit of whipped cream, just a dollop. You can also top it with vanilla ice cream or any type of ice cream, or just eat it as is. And there you go, a triple berry crisp.
Hi, my name is Amy Shea, and I'm nutrition faculty with Mount Carmel College of Nursing. Today we're going to discuss the triple berry crisp that you just saw prepared by Chef Mohammed. This recipe is super delicious. Maybe you're surprised that we're featuring a dessert. We don't do that all that often in these video series, so this is very exciting. But we thought that summer would be the perfect time to feature a recipe that has berries. So let's talk a little bit about the nutritional benefits of berries. Berries are rich in an antioxidant compound called anthocyanins. So this is a class of antioxidants, and those are the compounds that provide berries with the red, orange to blue violet color. So when you see your blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, they have those anthocyanin components that offer so many of the protective effects. Anthocyanins, again, are antioxidants. They help to fight inflammation. And there's actually a lot of research looking at these compounds and many different chronic diseases. So heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and the protective effects that we see from berries with these nutrients. Berries also provide lots of potassium, magnesium, vitamin C and K, so very important nutrients for our overall health. And they're also high in fiber. Again, fiber is helpful for that gut regularity, keeping our GI tract moving, and also helpful for blood sugar management. So if you have diabetes, keeping the blood sugar in the appropriate range. One thing to keep in mind, eating berries in season is really the goal, right? And so we know that our fresh berries are available in the summertime, and it gets a little harder to get those really delicious berries when you're outside of the summer months. So I just want to stress that using frozen berries is perfectly acceptable. They do provide the same health benefits. Remember, those frozen berries are frozen at the peak ripeness, so it kind of locks in all that good nutritional value. So no reason why you can't use frozen berries in your diet when it's outside of the normal season for fresh berries. So keep that in mind. Now, I wanted to just have a little discussion about this particular dessert and compare it to some of our maybe typical pies that you might try. So I looked up the nutrition information for a standard restaurant triple berry pie. And what you'll see actually is the restaurant triple berry pie provides 3 times as many calories as our triple berry crisp. It provides double the carbohydrates and sugar. It provides 5 times the saturated fat, which is that not so heart healthy fat. And it provides 140 times more sodium in the restaurant pie versus our dessert. So I think you will agree that this one is definitely a healthier option for you to give a shot. One other thing that I forgot to mention as well is that there's new emerging research on berries and brain health, particularly when it relates to risk for dementia and Alzheimer's and cognitive decline as we age. So the new research refers to a diet called the MIND diet, M-I-N-D, and in the MIND diet, Berries are actually the only fruit that are featured in this diet because they're so potent when it comes to brain health. So we're seeing a lot of positive research looking at particularly blueberries, but really all berries in general, and cognitive to health as we age. And so we want to help prevent that cognitive decline and decrease risk for dementia. So one more reason to eat those berries, especially when they're in season, or try the frozen ones when it's not summertime. So I hope you'll enjoy this delicious triple berry crisp.